summer, and while some folks are searching for good beach books, others are focused on some summer reading and keeping those literary skills sharp. And that's what we're focusing on this afternoon. So we have Gwen Reyes of FreshFiction.com. She's here for our Wednesday Read segment. And Gwen, you've got the perfect book for book club.
For book clubs,
right?
Yes, this is the best way, again, because the summer is here and I have book club meeting tonight. We have book clubs all the time.
So you're prepared.
So we are prepared. But tonight's book is called The Light Keeper's Daughters. And it's an easy kind of trick because there's two daughters that are kind of mentioned in this book. But basically what it's about is we've got an older woman who's living in a retirement community off of Lake Superior. And she encounters this young troubled teenager who is been employed by not really employed, but hired out by the justice system because she graffitied on the fence outside of this retirement community. So she's there kind of making amends for her trespassing, paying her dues, exactly.
So this is largely about the relationship between an older woman and a younger woman, which could be interesting.
It is always interesting. I kind of always love stories that have that detail in them because, you know, we always think that everybody kind of groups into their own age bracket. But with this one, we have this woman who has these secrets that are being revealed slowly through these past letters that were left by her missing brother. And she's blind. Elizabeth, who's our main character, is blind and she cannot read them. So Morgan, the teenager who is working at the community center, comes in and reads these letters, and they start to unfold and find out their sort of linked past with each other.
That's interesting because a lot of reviews that I've read have praised the author for this vivid imagery, and so if the main character is blind, that would make sense. Is there any scene in particular you think of where that was really done well in the book?
I think my favorite was the first scene where we kind of start to see sort of what Pendle Wells has in store for us as a writer, because what she does is she has, from Elizabeth's perspective, she has Morgan reading the story, but she's not paying attention. She's completely engrossed in the memories of this letter that's bringing back for her, and Morgan basically stops at one point, and Elizabeth is still, her mind is still wandering off, and just kind of aligning that. And I thought that was it was so true to life, because I think that we always have that when we encounter past memories, that we kind of lose focus on what's going on around us.
You for sure. Interesting thing about this author traditionally has written children's books, so I'm wondering,
first adult novel,
first adult debut, if you will. So do you think that background in children's writing maybe helped her be so vivid?
I think what was great about it was how good she was at writing this teenager, how good she was writing Morgan, who was so troubled and doesn't make the best choices, but then is able to kind of find herself through that. And I thought that was really where where her shining was coming out of, was the fact that she was writing this teenager in a way that I think a lot of adults may not be able to write them.
All right, so Gwen says this is perfect for book club. Consider picking it up. Gwen, thank you so much for giving us the background on this book. Really appreciate it.